We wanted to see how much hydraulic pressure it actually takes to blow out that backside of this case inside the hydraulic press. But first, before we do that, we're going to throw this thing inside the oven, and we're going to show you the correct way on how we install main bearings. Now, this is an old case that we have just laying around. It's been cracked, and we have parted that bike out about 20 years ago, so it's just junk at this point. We have a video of our intern here that has never been around motorcycles, wanted to have a job here, and we showed him our way, and he kind of fumbled with it, got a little nervous, and was too slow putting it in and received tons of criticism on the internet. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the right way. We have the bearing in the freezer right now. We have the cases in there. We have it set at 280, and it's going to sit there for about 40 minutes. After we get that out, we'll drop it in. After we get done installing it the right way, we're going to pull it out, go over to our hydraulic press that has a gauge, and we are going to install the bearing that way, which some people on the internet said is the right way to do it. We're going to blow the backside of it and see how much force it actually takes to do it wrong. So it's been officially 40 minutes, 280 degrees, and now we're going to pull out the cases out of the oven and show you the right way how to do it. So Aaron just pulled the bearing out of the freezer, so it is still frosty. So I'm going to switch camera views now, and we're going to get at it. It's nice and hot. The bearing is cold. You see the frost on it still. And boom, it is inside and ready to go. Without hesitation, without shaky hands. And that is how we fit it. A lot of times you can see the bearing will actually defrost right away, and you could usually catch it on camera. Right now it's actually not going as fast, but I can still see frost on this side. So the inside's still cold while the outside is shrinking in there. But that, no banging, no nothing, that was just an alternative. Now, before anybody comes after us in the comments saying you touched the inside of that bearing race with the sharp ends of pliers, what we end up doing is we actually put heat shrink when we're dropping them in. And like I've said before, this case has been repaired. It's cracked. These bearings are old, older than most of the people watching this video, and we are going to destroy it anyways. But nonetheless, when we're dropping it in there, we do have soft tips on our pliers. So we moved everything over to our tire area where we're going to set up our press so it's not going to destroy our clean area that we actually build motors in every day. So we're going to go over here because this place gets real nasty, dirty. It's our machine shop, and that way if stuff gets shattered everywhere, we'll clean it up eventually. So what we got set up is we got this press, and it is pneumatic. So we're going to try to hit the button from afar. We're going to sit over here and remotely hit it with safety glasses on and see what we can get done. I have a GoPro set up so that we can see it in super slow motion if it actually does explode, and hopefully it goes out on the first take. So we're going to get this set up, put our glasses on, and step behind the safe area. Okay, here goes. So while we're waiting here for the cases to pop and the anticipation's high, it's obviously a failure. We had made the supports too good, and it went in exactly how it was supposed to. But we're here to blow the cases apart. We're not here to just watch it go in the right way. So what we did is we're going to move the supports to the outside of the cases so they're not really the right way. We're going to see if that kind of gives it enough flex to make this thing pop. Kind of feel bad when it's a bummer and everybody else on the internet, their way with the presses works too. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work, but I have myself kind of pushed it in sideways and kind of ruined a case before, so I typically do not like to do it that way. So we're going to move the cases and give it another whirl. All right, so now we're hiding inside the other room so that way we could hit it with the stick and hide behind the door frame to make sure that if it explodes, we're safe. There it goes. Made some noise. So that actually didn't blow out the part of the case that the bearing goes into. I mean, if you look at it, it actually has a lot of meat to it. So it'd be hard to break there, but it snapped it clean down the middle. At least the Loctite held in, even though that bolt looks like it's a little short. So it's one of the ways that you could do it if you were going to put it in a press and didn't have it chalked up the right way, which we had it chalked the right way and it wasn't doing anything. So we decided to move our supports out a little bit so that way we get a catastrophic failure. At the end of the day, it should be good still, right? Little JB weld, and we should be good to go.